fish for Fishin Affliction. Hello.
Well, Mom and Dad's grab the kids, it's time for the fishing show. Me and old Rusty's gonna go catch them down at the fishing hole. Well, you better stick around, cause you don't know what you're missing. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, and don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old nitro boat and head to the fishing hole. We're gonna try to catch a biggin', yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that fishing affliction. Yeah. Man, and we've got it bad.
Just like me. Here, fishy, fishy, here, fishy, fishy, here.
Well, folks, welcome to Fishin Affliction. And Big Dog, can you believe that this is the 13th episode? This is the season-ending episode. A season of television. It's 13 episodes, and this is our 13th episode. And man, you have put me through some weather for the first 12 of these episodes.
I'm gonna tell you, this has been the most unusual year so far on weather. I mean, we've started out fishing ice. We broke ice with the boat. We've, even into May, which is where we're at right now, it's even been in the 40s at night in May. It's been the most unusual year with the amount of rainfall, the amount of just freezing cold weather. But you know what? We still caught fish.
Caught a bunch of them. We started off slow at Guntersville, but the Big Dog put us on them. And then we ended up with some great fish down at Nick and Jack. We're Charles, Ray, and folks, today we're going to take you on the best of Fishin Affliction Season 1. So sit back and enjoy the Big Dog, myself, and everybody else for the best of Season 1. Well, this is how it's done if you're making a fishing show. Welcome to Fishin Affliction. By this time, you've seen our intro, and this is what it takes to do the rest of the show. Catfish, my dear friend who's behind the camera today, we're on our way to Guntersville, Alabama with Mr. Rusty Rust to get some fishing footage for Fishin Affliction, the very first episode. This is going to be great. So I'm glad that you're here joining us for this first episode. We're excited. Hope that we can catch some fish. Thank goodness we got Rusty in the boat. See you again.
I'm gonna tell you, after a small delay early and then an hour delay on batteries, a little after 8 o'clock.
It is.
It's time to go catch some fish on Guntersville, buddy.
In the snow and the ice.
I've never fished this lake like this before, and and we heard several of the locals this morning talk about they hadn't either.
And you tell me this is the first time you've ever seen ice on Guntersville.
Ice on the mats, I've never remember seeing ice on the mats.
Well, brother,
it's gonna be a new experience.
it's an ice fishing show. Let's do it.
Folks, when we said ice fishing, we didn't know that we were going to have ice that was so thick that we could throw on top of it and scoot our spinner base across it. Could we pick any more tougher conditions on Lake Guntersville, Alabama? 36-degree water temperature, ice floating, and snow on the ground. Well, thank goodness we had something in the boat that kept me very happy.
We are fishing out of Dad's boat today, and I'm gonna tell you, I got a freaking television right here. Oprah Winfrey should be on in a minute. She should be on in a minute. I've got a GPS down here. I got another TV right here, another GPS right here, and I'm not going to be surprised if he starts serving cappuccino and coffee in a minute. He's eat everything in the boat the last 20
Now
minutes.
look, I told the folks this morning time when we picked up the food, you got your one? You know, I think he's just trying to stir it up right there. But I did fire off the warning that I will probably eat most of the food, and I'm on my way to it. Are we gonna catch some fish?
One of us is.
Oh, I better get the pole and start catching them then.
But I will say this, that's the biggest sack lunch I've been seeing I've been fishing
All right.
for 30-something years, and that's the biggest sack lunch I ever seen in my whole life.
Well, this is what we're talking about. Bam.
I'm not going to be complaining about it by the end of the day.
My mother. Have you ever seen, I mean, bananas, Lindor truffles? We got turkey sandwiches, roast beef sandwiches, ham sandwiches.
And ginger ale pouring out in the floor.
We got ginger ale that just spilled on my jacket. But you know, it's all good. I got no complaints. I'm just thankful that Mom did it. And I think we'll be giving this hat away.
You can give my hat
That's
away.
Catfish. He's the one that's behind the camera right now, folks. Anyway, all right, let's get busy catching some fish.
Well, after the big dog got done messing with me, making me think I had a bite, it was time to catch the very first fish on Fishin Affliction. And here it is.
Here he is, big fish, and I mean a giant.
All right.
This is a giant. This is a giant.
Get him, Brother Russ.
This is an absolute giant.
You got something. You got it? Awesome.
This is an absolute giant. I might not get him in, but I'm telling you right now, he is a toad.
What have you got, brother?
And I am not going to even try to pull him up to where the audience can see him. It's a big largemouth.
Isn't that something, Russ?
I'm going to tell you, we spotted a little bit warmer water over here, turned around, found a little deep hole in there that was I'm pretty sure it's a spring. Oh, big boy. Don't pull out. Oh, I've got him foul hooked. I spotted him in the thing, but
Still pretty good size, isn't he?
oh yeah, he's a pretty good size.
Oh, yeah.
You can get him, get him. Well, I'll tell you what, that ain't the way I like to catch them on the red eye. But as tough as today's gotten, I'll take one any way I can get them.
That's awesome.
Catching fish, that's exactly what the big dog started doing. And by the end of the day, we had a pretty good mess of fish for our very first fishing trip for Fishin Affliction.
All right, we're back out of the spring right now, and we caught, these are the four best ones we caught out of the spring, so we're gonna go ahead and let them go.
Well, what a great first trip for Fishin Affliction in some tough conditions on Gunnersville. Folks, when we come back to the Best of Fishin Affliction Season 1, I'm going to show you some tough but fun times, and also we're going to meet the man they call Stump. So stay tuned for some more
Fishin Affliction, the best of Season 1.
It's kind of like this, all over, like that.
Maybe kind of like if you kind of steady, and if you pop it a little bit, you know.
There's no way I'm gonna do that.
I believe it's like this. Yeah, it's kind of like this.
It's like this.
Then it's going like this.
No way.
Kind of like this. The sexy swimmer, it's got action you can't believe until you see it. I'm kind of liking this.
Looking for the best place in Middle Tennessee to spend time on your boat? Do you have the perfect location to dock your watercraft with all of the amenities of home? Gather around and let me tell you the tale of Blackjack Cove. Just 11 miles from downtown Nashville with easy access from I-40 or 65, you and your family can escape to beautiful Old Hickory Lake. Blackjack Cove is the premier marina in Davidson County that provides you and your friends much more than just a marina. There's something for everyone, whether it's lounging on the boardwalk, sitting on the deck enjoying dinner and drinks at the Black Pearl, or simply feeding the ducks. This is only the beginning.
Well, welcome back to Fishin Affliction, the best of season 1. Now folks, the next 2 trips that we took, they were tough but fun. And let me tell you how tough they were. We went a total of 500 miles for a total of 6 fish. That's right, 6 fish. The first one here to Tim's Ford and the second one to Guntersville, Alabama. And the conditions just kept getting tougher.
Let me tell you something. You know it's cold when...
Wow. Ice. Ice on Tim's Ford. Unbelievable. And when we got to Guntersville, the conditions weren't any better. Well, the big dog was sure determined to go catch some fish with his son Luke, who was with us on that trip on Guntersville. And by the end of the day, I believe it was worth going for those 4 fish. Just awesome to be with a father and son, spending a day fishing.
Well, we're gonna hold these up and we're gonna let them go. We're gonna let them go. We're coming in, and I'm gonna tell you guys, this was a really, really tough day on Guntersville, but we're gonna let these go right now. Oh, man. I'm gonna tell you what, that's as tough a day as I've seen out here in a while. 45, 46 degree temperature, man. I am ready for spring.
Well, when we headed down to Kentucky Lake for our next trip, it still wasn't springtime. But we had Mama's big old lunch bag and a man called Stump.
What's going on, Stump?
I don't think this is a real big one. About 17, 18 pounds. I like rusty nice fish. This could be a pretty good sized fish.
It looks like a good one. See, you didn't need my bait. Neither of you needed my bait. It was all in your head. That's good fish. Yeah, that's good solid fish. Another lady bass. Oh, they're eating it.
Look here. Here's how I get them.
Wow.
Right on your coat.
Now, say
I didn't mean to get them.
Look at there.
Look how red their lips are.
Is that a pretty fish or what?
Yeah, right to get it.
That's a pretty decent fish there. That feels like a pretty decent.
Coming on.
Uh-oh. Looks like it's one of them other kind though.
It's sure going wild, ain't he? Yeah, he's fighting awful wild. Ooh. This one don't want to come to the boat.
Oh no.
Big largemouth. No, big smallmouth.
All right.
Ooh, good smallmouth right there, buddy.
All right, small.
That's a big smallmouth right there. Oh yeah.
I gotta take note of this. He done turned his eye around on his rod.
That's good smallmouth. Big old smallmouth right there, Stump.
Yes, sir. Good. Working my thing this year. He ain't up there by himself, is he?
Well, it ain't the first one I've seen this year. Of course, believe it or not, about 3 weeks ago, I caught a 5-1. It's the second one I've seen this year. And he don't want to come to the boat either. And I got him on this light line too. You know what I'm fishing?
What?
17. Yeah, that's about a nice 2-pounder.
Yes, sir, that's pretty, ain't it?
That's good looking smallmouth, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Pretty.
I'll tell you, that one fooled me because just the way, you know, you get used to the way different kinds of fish fight, and I could feel the fish moving back and forth. And at first I thought it was a big cat or something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I thought the way that rod's bumping like that was drum.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ain't nothing like a nice surprise.
Boy, they are liking that sexy shad coated today though. That's a good smallmouth right there.
Well, we enjoyed a great day on Kentucky Lake with Stump, and at the end of the day, it was time to show you those fish. But somebody made the mistake of calling us on the cell phone.
Hold on a second.
What
Just don't say nothing.
We're making a film.
You catching any fish? Hey, shut up.
Hey, we're making a film. Hold on just a minute.
One of our fishing buddies calling for Stump because he knows where the big fish are, and this is proof in the pudding. And the big dog and I enjoyed our trip to Kentucky Lake so much, and we knew the fish were biting, that we knew we needed to go back and catch some more of those fish like this 4-pound, 12-ounce largemouth caught on a Strike King Series 5.
We're talking about welcome to Kentucky Lake. I'll tell you what, he wanted it too. He absolutely wanted that bait.
Look at there. Easy, easy. Oh, how about that, Brother Russ? Now, what is that?
That's a pretty solid fish right there, Brother Dan.
What would you say? That's a good pushing 5s?
Yeah.
Actually, folks, that's the one that was 4 pounds, 12 ounces, and the official Fishin Affliction biggest one ever caught, only because it was the only one ever weighed to this point. There had been bigger ones probably caught, but never weighed. And this was also the trip that saw the big dog throw his tantrum when he couldn't catch those muskies. Look, Brother Russ.
One of them in the boat.
Look,
That'd be crazy.
are you going to catch one? I go to go fish. You're on them.
Tell you what, man, that's the 4th bite I've missed.
Maybe we should swap.
Maybe we should. Just, here, you want this rod? They're eating the paint off of it. I mean, I even let him take it.
You even had him on for a second.
Well, he jumped and threw the daggone thing. Did you see that one?
Yeah, because he's on. You know, it's a muskie. You got a muskie on.
I don't know what I got on.
This is awesome. Well, the big dog finally caught his muskie. I had my 4-pound, 12-ounce largemouth, and all was good. All right, big dog.
Well, here's 4 of the keepers from today. And, you know, we've had better days on Kentucky Lakes and we've had worse days, but we had a good fun day. So
this was
anyway,
awesome.
Yeah, we're going to let these go. Of course, Dan caught the big fish. Don't let him, you know, he's going to tell everybody, so I may as well say it. He caught the big fish today. He'll tell everybody with 3 counties, so anyway.
Well, you better make that 5 counties and 2 foreign countries. I was proud of my 4-pound, 12-ounce fish, the largest one officially weighed on Fishin Affliction. But you know, folks, records are never safe, even if the fish is caught under protest. And when we get back, we're going to see that fish along with one of the most beautiful video clips I've ever shot, an unbelievable topwater bite on Guntersville, Alabama. So stay tuned for some more
Fishin Affliction, the best of season 1.
Hey, what do you think about these? Shaw Grigsby likes these, but Denny Brower looks awesome in these. You know, a lot of people don't know that Strike King is the #1 importer of packaged polarized sunglasses in the whole entire country. I've seen Mark Davis wear these, and I like them a lot. They're awesome. But you know what? Me, I have got to have my monsters.
Folks, there wouldn't be a Fishin Affliction without a great television station and some great people that work there. So a special thanks to Cassandra, Paul, and Stephen at WNPX TV. They're just wonderful folks, and we enjoy working with them each and every week. They're just so helpful to us, and both Rusty and I want to extend our gratitude to them and the many viewers that tune in each and every week. We sincerely appreciate you taking the time to watch us here on Fishin Affliction. And now, let's get back to
Fishin Affliction, the best of season 1.
Well, episode number 7 had us down on Guntersville, Alabama, watching bald eagles flying, and renowned fishing guide Troy Jens and the big dog catching some fish in some cold front, tough Alabama conditions.
That's more like the guns and fish we're trying to find right there. Don't have a drag. If I can get him without getting me hooked too, I'll be all right. There we go. All right, he's still not big, but
pliers, huh?
Yeah, we'll need the pliers to unhook him. I don't want him getting in the gills. I think we're going to be good. All right, thanks, sir.
Still working the
glass shad, I guess. It's what you that color of the red eye shad.
Folks, what a beautiful largemouth. And here is that beautiful Alabama sunset and this awesome topwater bite that I was telling you that I was so proud of. The bass misses the bait, and the big dog brings the bait back in, makes a cast on out there. I keep rolling footage because I just expect the bass to load back up on that buzzbait, and it does.
Right there.
Got him.
There he goes.
You get that on film?
I got it.
That was a pretty chunky fish.
Oh my.
Yeah, that'll help.
That's fine. That'll help, boys and girls. Now that's a chunk.
Well, folks, how beautiful was that? Just so cool. And at the end of the day, we had quite a stringer of bass on Gunnersville.
All right. Here's our 4 bass ones for the day. We ended up catching, 6, 7. We probably caught 20-something fish, wouldn't you say, Troy?
Yeah, at least that. Probably a good many more than that.
Most of them on the red eye. One good bite on a buzz bait. But we ended up having a pretty good day, Not the biggest sack we ever caught, but it was an adverse cold front condition. So when you can catch a good solid sack, heck, that's a good day bass fishing.
Absolutely. It's always good. Always good.
And I want to thank you for your time today, buddy.
Man, thank you.
And,
I enjoyed it. Really did.
And wish you luck on your children's ministry. And but anyway, we're to about 10 minutes before dark. We're getting ready to have to run in, and we're going to let these fish go.
Well, after that great day at Gunnersville, it was time for the big dog and I to go to Percy Priest near the house. And although we caught about 20 fish or so that day, what is most memorable about that show was the big dog's outfit. You know, the Fishin Affliction outfit of the day is brought to you by Rusty Rust.
I'm gonna kill you.
Rusty Rust, sponsored by Transparent Skin.
Hey, don't worry, I'll get you in a minute. Dan's face is so white from this 55 plus sunblock he's got on.
It's 155.
Morticia doesn't look at white.
That ain't right, man. Well, after the fun on Percy Priest, it was time to go out with Fishin Affliction pro staffer Pat Singer on Lake Barkley to go catch some big old largemouth.
Cool. Get the net on that one, Rusty.
Need a net?
Yeah, he's 5 pounds or better. Here he comes. Here, you come on up here. Here he comes. How about that?
Well, maybe he's not 5 pounds, but
that fish has ever been a 5 pound.
What do you mean? He's 6. Hey, did you break my record? Look at that big old thing.
That's a good one.
Well, who could forget Pat's 4-pound, 4-ounce largemouth? Because at the time, it was the second largest officially weighed fish on Fishin Affliction. And that was until the big dog picked up the buzzbait after we were finished taping for the day, made one more cast, and lo and behold, caught one 5 pounds, 11 ounces, the new official protested record.
There's a giant.
Whoa.
That's a good one. I pounded that one, boy. That was killed. That was killed. Look at that fish. That's a good one. I can't even get him in and grab him. Or here, grab the.
Oh, please, somebody get that fish. Oh my God.
Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what.
Now hold it, big dog. Big dog, I'm gonna get the scales out.
Let me tell you what.
Hold on now, big dog. Look, this is Pat. Look how we got to shoot this. Look.
Hey, let me tell you what. We decided to hit one more little spot.
I got to see what this looks like. Hold on.
Look at the belly on this hog, man.
Big dog, look at this. We're supposed to be gone.
Hey, look at the belly on this fish.
All right, let's get the scales out.
Good. I'm gonna quit having to hear about this daggum fish.
This is under protest. I just want you to know. It is under protest. We were done. I won't get the scales.
and I didn't even throw them past fish. What a fish. This is a giant here.
Well, folks, episodes 11 and 12 saw us down there at Nickajack with the old man of the river, Mr. Charles Ray Sullivan. And while we watched Charles Ray catch this almost 5-pound largemouth, I want to share with you some interesting statistics that have occurred in our first season. First of all, we have logged over 1,600 miles of travel to bring to you these 12 episodes. In our travels, we have fished 6 different lakes. And on those lakes, we have averaged 31 bass per trip, giving us a grand total of 241 bass caught on the first season of Fishin Affliction. Not too bad. And now for the most important statistic. We have eaten 264 sandwiches out of Mama's big old lunch bag. And both Rusty and I send our love and our prayers to our supporting families. We love you so very much and thank you for your support. Looks like we got to catch a few more fish to catch up with those sandwiches eaten. And folks, we want to let you know that we're praying for those affected by the recent floods. And we hope that our show Fishin Affliction has brought a little bit of joy, a little bit of knowledge, and a little bit of family time for you out there. So how about one more time with the old man of the river, Mr. Charles Ray and Fishin Affliction.
All right, now guys, these are the ones we caught today. Some of the good keeper solid fish we caught fishing. Charles, we love fishing with you, buddy. We are coming back now. Them are big old spots, big old largemouth. We had a real good smallmouth. Of course, it was 17.5 inches, but we're gonna let all these go. Right there. Let them all go. And then, one second.
There's more. Big Dawg, 12 awesome episodes.
Yeah, it's been a fun season. I enjoyed fishing with you and all our buddies. You know, Pat, Charles, everybody that's been on the show so far, man.
Excellent. Excellent.
It's always fun going fishing, especially with your buddies, and you know, it's not hard doing a TV show fishing when you enjoy it as much as most of the guys we fish with do.
That's true. But if you notice something, folks, one of us has our gear on and one of us is in the actual Fishin Affliction studio to get working. So, without further ado, I've got to start working on the next season. You got to go catch us some fish.
Hey, I can do that.
Folks, tune in next week for more
Fishin Affliction.
Fishin Affliction is brought to you by Strike King Lures, Deca Batteries, Kistler Rods, and Bass Pro Shops. Thanks for tuning in this week, and please join us again next week because...
Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that Fishin Affliction. Grab your hats, grab your baits, and don't forget your poles. We're gonna fire up that old nitro boat and head to the fishing home. We're gonna try to catch a big one. Yeah, that's what we're wishing. Cause me and old Rusty's got that Fishin Affliction. Yeah, me and old Rusty's got that Fishin Affliction. Yeah. Man, and we've got it bad.